Well, hello friends and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. So this is the latest, the greatest Orbea Orca M30, and in this episode I will give you the buyer's guide for this bike, and then at the end I will definitely let you know should you just go ahead and buy it or should you just consider this bike. This Orbea Orca M30 for the 2023 season has a retail price of 3,000 US dollars, which I think it's a very interesting bike offering, and I will explain a bit more when we dive into the specifications of this bike. The first thing you need to know, who is this bike for? So you see, Orbea Orca platform has always been about lightweight climbing machine. Of course, in this latest iteration, they have incorporated a bit of aerodynamically optimized carbon frame and the fork, just because this is the way that road bikes are going in today's world. But always think about it as a lightweight climbing machine and a bit on the stiffer side. When it comes to the paint schemes on this bike, I'm pretty impressed. You have three paint schemes to choose from. The first one is this beautiful yellow paint scheme. Definitely would be my choice. The second one is also very beautiful, metallic shark gray, as they call it, beautiful paint scheme. And then you have a very classic, blacked out, iridescent carbon raw paint scheme. So I'm pretty impressed that in this price range of 3,000 US dollars, Orbea is giving you an option of three paint schemes. Okay, now let's dive into the specifications of this bike and really see what do you get for your hard-earned money. As always, we can kick off with the frame and the fork. So this frame is a carbon fiber frame from Orbea. It is their OMR level carbon fiber frame with a bit of internal cable routing, press fit bottom bracket, and definitely you have the 12 millimeter through axles, both the front and the back, and also flat mount disc brakes. This OMR level of the carbon fiber frame, this is not, the best creme de la creme that Orbea can do. But of course, when the price is 3,000 US dollars, you can't expect their creme de la creme carbon fiber frames. Fork is again a carbon fork from Orbea, 12mm through axle and the flat mount disc brakes. Keep in mind here that you get a lifetime warranty with the Orbea carbon frames, and definitely, I'm not expecting any special problems with this carbon frame. Orbea has a very good quality control, so in my opinion, no complaints here when it comes to this carbon frame and the fork from Orbea. Now let's look at the group set on this bike. So the shifters, front mech and the rear mech, this is a mechanical Shimano 105 group set. So this is the Shimano's R7000 series group set. I mean, excellent mechanical group set from Shimano. Absolutely no complaints here. It's a proper workhorse when it comes to mechanical group sets from Shimano. Crankset is the Shimano 105 crankset, and you can choose between two sizes of the crankset, so 50-34, or you can go a bit higher, like 52-36. And there is also one interesting option here, which I would definitely advise you to do if you want a power meter. You can pay extra 265 US dollars, and you will get a left-sided power meter from 4i. I think this is a very good offer from Orbea, 265 US dollars for a power meter. If you really want to, train with power meter, or even just, for fun, track your power output, power to weight ratio, and this kind of item. So that's a very good offering from Orbea, and this is also one of the secret sauces of Orbea that you can customize your bike a bit. Now, when it comes to the cassette, they didn't cut corners. Shimano 105 cassette, 1130 cassette. And the chain, okay, they've used the KMC X11 chain. No problems here. It's a perfectly fine chain. Only thing I would say in the future, I would still stick with the Shimano 11-speed compatible chains, just because the whole group set and the cassette is from the Shimano world. So you can choose anything from the Shimano 11-speed chains in the road group set, or the Shimano 11-speed chains from the mountain bike group set. This cassette 1130, if you want a bit bigger range of gears, of course you can get yourself 1132 or even 1134 cassette. And the good thing is that the rear mech on this bike is a so-called long cage, so it will definitely, accept these bigger cassettes. When you look at the handlebar and the stem, this is very classical aluminum piece from Orbea. Separate pieces for handlebar and the stem. Nothing is proprietary here, which is excellent. Easy to upgrade, easy to adjust your position on the bike. Everything fine on these price ranges of the bike. When it comes to the braking system on the bike, again, superb choice, Shimano's 105 hydraulic disc brakes front and the back. As I see, the braking rotors are 160 millimeters front and the back. Again, excellent choice. And these braking rotors are a bit basic braking rotors from Shimano, so something like the Shimano's RT series, RT64, RT72, it's going to be fine out of the box. The only thing I can tell you in the future, if you are replacing the braking pads and the braking rotors, I would definitely splash some cash, save some money, and get the Shimano Ultegra level braking rotors. When it comes to the wheel set on this bike, nothing special here. Classical aluminum wheel set, some kind of, I'm guessing, Orbea's own hubs here. Don't expect anything special from this wheel set. This is definitely one of the weak points on this bike. Probably the total weight is going to be closer to 2,000 grams on this wheel set. So definitely in the future, if you are thinking of upgrading your wheel set, I always suggest you to have a look at DT Swiss wheels to start with. And then, if you think they are too expensive, you can always have a look at some other bike manufacturers. There are so many good wheel sets out there, but definitely wheel set something to upgrade in the future. Don't worry now. When it comes to the tires, I'm glad these are 28 millimeter tires, so nice air volume, smooth bike ride. And also, this is a Vittoria Zafiro tire, a perfectly fine tire out of the box. Of course, once when you destroy these tires, you might upgrade to some, better levels of Vittoria tires, or even use some Continental tires, but definitely stick with 28 millimeter tires in the future. When it comes to the saddle and the seat post, so saddle is a physically ante saddle. I have used some of the physics saddles. I like them personally, but since saddles are always a personal choice, you might just want to upgrade your own saddle. Seat post here is a carbon fiber seat post, excellent stuff, 27.2 millimeters diameter, everything is standard, nothing proprietary here. And again, I'm so glad that they've included a carbon fiber seat post on this bike, because it's going to soak up some of the smaller road bumps. I don't see here any specifications about the bike weight, but I would expect probably this bike in some kind of size medium, or as I see here, the sizing would probably be something like size 55. Probably we are speaking for this bike more than 8 kilograms, probably ready to ride, something about, I would say, 8.3 to 8.5 kilograms. But then again, a huge amount of this weight will come from this very, very basic aluminum wheel set that you get on this bike. So all in, when you consider that the retail price is $3,000 for this Orbea Orca M30, my advice is definitely you have to shortlist this bike. When you look at the competition out there, probably you have to look at Canyon bikes and Giant bikes, and I think they will also struggle a bit to put together this package for $3,000 like Orbea Orca M30. So I think this is a very competitive offer from Orbea Orca M30, and also when you speak with your local Orbea bike dealer, if they can give you a bit of a discount, let's call it about, a 10% discount. So maybe you get this bike for about, $2,800, 2,700 to 2,800 US dollars, then absolutely, definitely, you should just go ahead and buy this bike. It's a very good price point from Orbea, and they've put together a very nice package in this Orbea Orca M30 for the 2023 season. So I think this is going to be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing, and if you do, keep on watching, keep on liking, and as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Cheers!